Now I won't lie, set the soul light, left, right, left.
Hey everybody, this is Bronson from CrossFit PCR, and today's episode of Box Talk, we're going to talk to Aaron and Elisa Newman. They're members at the gym. They've been coming for a while. They're fairly regular when they're being consistent because their job schedules and stuff don't get in the way. But we just want to kind of find out what their history is as far as their backgrounds for fitness, what made them interested in CrossFit to begin with, things that they've learned while they're here, what they like about being at this gym, things that we've done to help them, things that they've done to help other people, all that kind of stuff. So this is just a chat. So hi.
Hi.
Hi. How you doing?
Good.
It's hot in here, isn't it?
It is.
It's really hot. So we have to have our fans and everything off so you guys can hear us talk. So you guys have been with us for how long?
Since August of 2005. 15, sorry. 2015.
Woo!
2015.
That was before they were open. That's impressive.
Yeah,
Okay.
August of 2015.
Okay. And before that, you've been in a couple other places. You checked out a bunch of different places. You've been doing CrossFit.
Yeah, so I got into CrossFit starting in July of 2013.
Okay.
Not 2003. And I want to give props to Leslie Macedo out in California. She's a close friend of mine, and she started doing it, and I was just so intrigued. I used to be an athlete up until college. I played softball, field hockey, and basketball.
Okay.
So I have always been active, and I was more so along the lines of a lifter versus endurance cardio type person. So whenever I would go to the gym, on my own before CrossFit, it was more so like lifting
weights.
Yeah, instead of doing cardio. But I tried it, and I was addicted ever since.
Okay.
And I've been at a couple of, actually only 2 gyms.
Okay.
One in Columbia, and then because my job changed from College Park to Towson,
Okay.
it just wasn't convenient for me anymore. So I took a 8-month hiatus to try to transition into my new job.
Gotcha.
And I tried a gym in Towson for a very brief time for like a Groupon, and
Okay.
I just didn't think it was a good fit for me.
Sure.
And then that's when we looked for something that we could both do. So
Okay.
then,
Okay. So she got you into it.
hmm
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I did like bring your friend days at the gym in Columbia with her on a couple occasions.
Mhm.
One time, I literally almost died, and
you almost passed out,
and,
yeah.
at first I was very hesitant. I saw the price tag and I'm like, you want to what? But once I started learning about it and seeing what's involved and just what you're getting from it, I fell in love with it, and then so yeah. But I didn't really start until PCR. I mean, I did a month at a gym in New Jersey because I was working out there for a little bit. But yeah, I didn't really start going until we started here.
Okay. Okay. So you said that there's a lot of things like you looked at the price tag and you're like, holy cow. But then when you realize the stuff that you learn, you realize the experience that you get here. What are some of those things that kind of make you go, okay, this is worth that?
Well,
Not
I'll
to put you
speak
on the
to
spot or
that
anything,
because
but-
I am very thrifty. I definitely like doing my research when I make a big purchase.
Is that an understatement?
Yeah.
Might be. But I had used the global gyms before, and it has a monthly. It's very cheap monthly price, but you're really not getting any instruction. You're going in blind. You can do you can do research on your own, and I give props to people who are able to have time to do that, but you just don't know how to use the instrument, the equipment. You don't know how to put together a workout. You don't know what is beneficial or what is not beneficial. So you're just really going in and just flying blind, and I didn't like that. And the people there aren't really paid to help you that much. You can get personal training at those gyms, but that's quite expensive, and you do enough of those classes in a month, it's basically the same price as joining a CrossFit box. So my thoughts were that if I'm going to pay that money, I'm going to pay it in an efficient manner and get, one-on-one class type of training, instruction, a program, and then also the community. You definitely don't get a community at those
How many
global
people
gyms.
do you know at other regular traditional gyms where you walk in and you're like, hey everybody, how you doing?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
kind of
not so
walk in
much.
and people got their headphones on. They're
They're in their
don't
own
talk
little
to me,
bubble.
leave me alone.
And
Yeah.
I think one of the biggest reasons why CrossFit is something that I really enjoy is because of the accountability also.
Okay.
Because if you don't show up for, a couple of classes or a week, we do get an email from you, but we also get other members who are in that kind of, so I go to the 5:30 a.m. class, and if I haven't shown up in a couple of days, they're reaching out to me and asking if everything's okay, and, just kind of caring. And you don't really have that at a regular, a regular gym, and that accountability piece, is there, and the camaraderie.
Yeah, well, right, because that translates into when you are here with those people, they become your friends, right? You're not just,
Yeah.
it's not just a workout by, see ya.
Yeah, and they're cheering you
can-
on, throughout the workout, and especially like yesterday's workout, and I was the last one to finish, and they were all cheering me on, even though they had all completed the
Finished already,
workout.
right? So we have a saying, if you haven't heard it before, it's a common CrossFit saying, but the first to finish is the first to cheer. Basically, the idea being that we're all in this together, so no matter what's going on in the workout, if you're the first person to finish that workout, you want to hang out and you want to help other people get through it, help other people do the best that they can do throughout that workout. And there isn't a sense of, I'm here doing my thing, it's we're all here doing this together for ourselves individually, but we're sharing that experience, so we want to help everybody succeed. So, cool. You said something else about the trainers, right? What are some things outside of just the program, right? So we have a program, you come in, you don't have to worry about what am I doing today? We give that to you every day. You come in and we have a plan. Have you noticed that program has done anything for you? Like, how does it work for you guys in the past almost 2 years?
Well, specifically, now that I am training to be a power lifter, there's definitely more structure for me to go on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays because of the barbell movements. Whereas before I started training to be a powerlifter, I would just come when it was convenient for my schedule,
Sure.
and I, didn't really have any purpose of or not purpose, but I don't know what
It
to
was
say.
that structure, like
Yeah,
structure, or regular
yeah, the
routine,
structure.
routine.
It was just whenever I could come in, and I feel like being more consistent with the Monday, Wednesday, Friday with those barbell movements, it's going to help me get stronger and
Okay.
reach my goals of lifting.
Okay. So you do realize that you just put that out on the internet, so it is official. You are now officially training to be a powerlifter.
Surprise!
What about you, Aaron?
So yeah, I like breaking it up. Unlike Lisa, I mean, I love the strength portion of it, but I also like the gymnastic portion of it and more the cardio and the running portion of it, because I enjoy running and I enjoy that type of thing.
Crazy.
Exact opposite of her. But I've always been sort of a runner. Like in college, I ran,
Okay.
not for like a team or anything, just on my own.
So, speaking of running, sorry to interrupt, but you guys just did
Spart-
Spartan race.
Our second
Yeah.
your
Spartan
second
race.
Spartan race,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So,
And I have the burn to prove it.
so that's something that outside of what you do here, the training that you've done here has helped you
Oh
to
yeah,
accomplish
definitely.
that.
Yeah.
Accomplish that, right? So,
Definitely.
Okay. Cool,
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, just the sheer fact that the obstacles in that obstacle course race, the Spartan race, were basically what we do in in CrossFit. That translates well. We do. We have a lot of workouts that involve running. Some more than others. So, it works.
Jumping and
You
climbing,
get that.
yeah.
You get that element. But you also get cardio and just endurance from other things. Maybe if just a lot of body movements.
Sure.
Together you build up that endurance, and you can translate that into a more cardio running type of workout.
And when you program a shorter workout that's supposed to be more of a sprint workout versus like a 20 to 30 minute workout, that's kind of my equivalency to my cardio, because you're getting your heart rate up really quickly.
Right.
Yeah. So I like those types of workouts versus the longer workouts, because my endurance is not that great, hence why I'm not a runner. But I just appreciate those types of workouts.
Okay. Have both of you did the sugar detox?
I've done it 3 times.
3 times.
Mm-hmm.
And you have kind of done it by proxy, but not officially?
Correct, yes,
Okay.
by default.
So we have a bunch of different services, guys. We have some nutrition services that we offer, and one of those is a sugar detox, a 21-day sugar detox. We have a nutritionist on staff who happens to be my wife, who is really good at helping people figure out what works for them nutritionally. So I know she's worked with you, and what was that experience like, going through this 3 weeks of, okay, no sugar?
It's really hard to be disciplined every day, because you are basically going cold turkey of cutting out all of those things that you were so used to putting into your body. But within the first couple of days, like the first time I ever did it, I did have like a little bit of a headache just from like with the withdrawal of
It's just
sugar.
kind of crazy to think that your body goes in withdrawal.
Yeah, I
from
know.
sugar, right?
But later on that first week and throughout the rest of the sugar detox, I saw an immediate difference in, just my gut health, if you call it that.
That means she didn't poop as bad.
Oh, jeez.
Had to put that out there.
Yeah, sure. Thanks. Internet now knows that. So, I thought it was beneficial.
Sure.
But it has to be something that you're very disciplined in making conscious decisions every day and every meal.
What are some of the things that you learn from that, right? Because it's not just something you want to go into and say, okay, I'm going to do this for 21 days, and then I'm done. I'm just going to go back to doing what I was doing, right?
Well, and Jamie is definitely big on trying to reintroduce foods slowly once you're done with the sugar detox, so that you're not just completely negating everything you just did for the last 21 days.
Right.
And so that you can gradually see, okay, what things you do want to consistently keep out of your diet.
Trial and error.
Yeah, basically. So like I realized that I'm lactose intolerant.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That sucks. I eat ice cream, cheese.
I know.
All that stuff. All right. Aaron, what are some of the things that you have? I don't know. When you came in 2 years ago? It's hard to believe it's been almost 2 years.
Yeah,
when you came in 2 years ago, did you have any sense in your mind of things that I want to accomplish here? Any goals, any ideas of, hey, I want to be able to do this movement, or be able to lift this weight, or be able to just survive a workout, or things like that?
Like early on.
Flexibility.
Oh, no, I would say like early on.
His goal, not your goal.
Sorry.
Really early on, I didn't know what to have as goals. You know, I mean, and I think that's a lot of people's problem is, just going into workout or starting to be more active. They don't know what are possibilities or what they can do or what they're capable of. And so I think that's another good thing about CrossFit and especially PCR is you guys being, upfront with us and setting up goals and saying, these are the movements and these are the exercises. What are you good at? What do you excel at? How much weight do you want to do? And so definitely it took a while, but then I realized like what I enjoyed, what I was good at, what I needed to work on. And flexibility definitely was one of them. And I've always struggled with it, but I think I've gotten better. And and I think it shows up in the lifts and in the different movements because it's as you know, flexibility is key. Really more so than I think people realize, but
So you can say that 2 times. Say it again.
Flexibility is key. Flexibility is key. But I mean, it's just the And that's the big thing. Like, those global gyms, you don't realize that. You go onto these machines that sort of almost do the movement for you, but you just increase the resistance. And there is no technique or mobility involved. It's just about
move the way the machine wants you to move.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and there's not necessarily anybody directing you on a warm-up, a proper warm-up, or a proper cool-down, or, like we do the extra credit afterwards to work on some of those accessory muscles and stuff.
Right.
So, having that as part of the program and not just the actual workout itself, I think is beneficial as far as what we have here at PCR.
Is there anything that you guys have to say before we end? We're getting closer to time. Do you guys have anything that you want to add, comment on, thoughts? Just a general summation of your experience in the last 2 years.
I actually, so as far as the CrossFit Open, I thought it was a lot of fun this year because we did the intramural style. I also might be biased because my team won. Jacked in the Box.
So just real quick, so you guys know what that is. Every year CrossFit has an international competition where every week for 5 weeks they put out workouts that gyms all over the world do. And this year we broke our gym up and all the members into different teams. And both Aaron and Elisa were captains of 2 different teams. So we had 2 competing teams in the same house.
Game of Thrusters.
Game of Thrusters, Jacked in the Box. Jacked in the Box won the competition this year. So I don't know if you can see their banner up there on the wall.
It's okay if you can.
So that's what she's talking about. So
I just really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun doing the different themes each week.
Sure.
And, even if people weren't as gung-ho about it, it still got everybody kind of together.
Sure.
and
I think plenty of people were playing gung-ho about
participating.
it.
Yeah, well, on my team, yes, but it's just fun to kind of be together and
have fun.
have fun.
Working out doesn't have to be a serious life or death. Just come in and grunt and groan, right? You can have fun doing it.
Yeah.
Cool. What about you?
I think the big thing is a lot of people hear CrossFit and maybe get scared and don't know exactly where it is, and maybe it sounds intimidating. I can never do that, but you can. Like I said, when I first tried it with one of her gym and the partner workout, it was pretty bad. I had to go to the bathroom and dry heave. It was pretty bad. So, but as soon as I was done, I'm like, I cannot believe I did that, and I still want to try to see if I can do better. And that's what it's about, awesome. Is do better next time. This might be a different workout, it might be the same workout, but you just do better. But you just have to come in and try. That's just start somewhere.
And that's the big part is CrossFit is not meant to be you competing against the person next to you. It's meant to have you best your own score or your own time and get better personally. So that's what I like about it too.
Cool, guys. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
See you guys at the gym tomorrow.
5:30 a.m.
Maybe either tomorrow or Saturday.
All right, cool. Thanks.